What's up YouTube? It's Joe with Ink&Iron, and I am back today to show you this little mark right here on my blade. You can see it's not on the other side. This is the Paramilitary 2 from Spyderco. This is actually a factory second. Oh, the close-up camera is not great on this side. There's a mark right over here. Here's that mark that I was talking about. It's always above the round hole and always on the clip side, at least for the right-handed versions of Spyderco's models. Anyway, plans for this. I'm going to put a wave on it using a Dremel tool. It's Friday. Just chilling. And yeah, we're gonna do a little DIY, and we're gonna see if this will now deploy from my pocket. Well, after I modify it, that is. So let's go outside and I'll show you how I'm doing that. That's not getting hot. That's pretty strange. Okay, I'm not doing a whole lot of damage here. God, this focus is really thrown by my lighting situation right now. Huh, okay. Well, just keep going. I'm checking to make sure I'm not heating up the knife too much. If I heat it up too much, I'm going to mess up the wonderful heat treatment that Spyderco did on it. Even though it's a factory second, they're basically just aesthetic differences, variants from their production, warranted models. There may have been a cut there. An alarm went off on my phone. This is taking a while. That might be enough. Let's check it out. Wow. Huh. No kidding. That was all I needed. That little tiny notch. I've heard that this is detent dependent, and the Paramilitary definitely has a very easy detent to overcome. This may need to be a more significant feature on a larger or stiffer pivot setup, but on this compression lock, this seems to be enough to grab my pocket and get me a wave deployment. So, just gonna take the file and bring this back down to the table. Just gonna take this diamond side and clean this up a little bit, because it's definitely not perfectly smooth. Wow, that doesn't even fit in there. I'm gonna have to get in there with the round file. Alright, I'm gonna do this for a few minutes, and I'll let you know how long it took, but I'm not gonna subject you to the whole thing like I usually do. I'm trying to get better. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes. What I did was take the diamond side, file this as flat as I cared to get it. It feels much flatter than it looks. It's gonna look a little rough, and I'm fine with that because I'm not trying to remove a ton of material. To get in here, whoa, that was some lightning. To get in this groove, I use this 3mm round file. It is also a diamond file, and just kind of got in here and took off the burrs, took it off the actual lip here. It's a little sharp on this side. You can see I kind of hit the very edge of it here. It's definitely not enough to cut skin. It may wear out my pants a little bit, so I'm going through right now, finishing off all the corners and whatnot with this ceramic stone, also from Spyderco. Just gonna hit this a little bit. Just, yeah, it's getting better. I think over time it'll abrade and get smoother. It's really not that sharp, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Also, if I didn't feel like waving this out of, a certain pair of pants, I think it would be pretty easy not to. So let me clean this up, and I'll give you one final look at the action. Okay, so went and changed into some jeans. These are kind of stretchy, cheaper jeans, so this is not the ideal situation that would be carrying this, but let's see. Ho-ho. Yep, that'll do. Alright, so before the insects get too loud, just wanted to get a close-up of what happened. Took about 15 minutes. It's not super pretty, but I will say this DIY waving method is probably the least expensive in terms of metal being removed from the blade. It's maybe 2 millimeters long. Like, it's really not a deep indent. I will say that the detent is very easy to overcome on this particular Paramilitary 2. You can shake it out. It's got really smooth Benchmade like action when the compression lock is depressed. So yeah, I might have lucked out trying out this modification on this particular knife, but I am digging it, and this is probably going to end up in my pocket even more. Alright, I've been Joe, and you've been watching Ink&Iron. Check out the channel, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.